What's up, Taiwan? Good morning. I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Ongoing tensions between the U.S. and China have seen both countries renew their efforts to shore up ties in Southeast Asia in recent weeks. Taiwan is also vying for influence in the region as part of President Tsai Ing-wen's signature new Southbound policy. It aims to boost trade links with 18 countries, and it is also bringing more foreign students to Taiwan's universities. Louis Watt reports.
Trying to find a new way to treat skin cancer. Trained pharmacist and PhD student Mohammed Yaqub Khan came from India 3 years ago after Taiwan ramped up its outreach to countries in the Indo-Pacific. He considered studying elsewhere, including China, but chose Taiwan.
We have the freedom here. We have the freedom to talk to the professor. We have the freedom for having the debate with the professor. We have the freedom for doing the work in the teamwork. So there is no kind of, you can say, pressure from any kind, from anyone.
Khan is one of thousands of Indian students who have come to Taiwan following a soft power and trade push. It's called the new Southbound policy, launched by President Tsai Ing-wen in 2016, soon after she came to power. It's about making Taiwan less dependent on China for trade by increasing trade and deepening relations with other countries. Taiwan is targeting 18 countries in Southeast Asia and South Asia, and as far away as Australia and New Zealand. Its exports to these countries recently hit a record high.
I think the Taiwanese government has done a really good job because, last year Taiwan export to the 18 new Southbound policy country total more than 22.5 billion US dollar, and this growth also was higher than that of Taiwan export to China, Japan, and the US.
Since the policy was enacted, students from India have quadrupled to more than 3,000, according to data from India's de facto embassy in Taipei. And people are coming for work too.
So the good thing in Taiwan is, Taiwan is a world leader in semiconductor industry. And my background was electronics engineer. So in India, we do not have electronics engineering industry. And so Taiwan controls 70% of the world semiconductor manufacturing. So if I want to get a good job or get skilled, what did I study? I definitely need to come to Taiwan.
Taiwan's profile in India and in the region has grown as representative offices promote the country as a place to do business with. Khan's lab in northern Taiwan is collaborating with 2 Indian universities. And he feels deepening cultural as well as educational and economic links will benefit both countries.
If I get the opportunity to stay in the Taiwan, I will surely grab that. And if I don't, I will look for the platform that can join the 2 technology, the Taiwan and India. Just like I can work in the university or some industrial group. And from there we can transfer the technology between the India and the Taiwan, so that it will open the door for the new generation.
As Taiwan explores new avenues for trade, trying to boost its international reach, students like Khan are looking beyond that, hoping to create solid, lasting ties for the future. Klein Wong and Louise Watt for TaiwanPlus.
An art project designed to give hope to children living in war-torn countries is now in Taiwan. It is the latest stop in the world tour. Yu Xinhuang reports on how the project is opening the creative minds of local children.
These were made by children who live in war zones. Most of these 210 pieces were painted by children from Ukraine. This exhibit is now traveling the world to bring attention to the plight of those most vulnerable in times of conflict. Taiwan is the first stop in Asia. Through painting, children caught in war zones get a chance to process how they feel.
我们说为什么讲艺术就是疗愈，也就是说，他纵使没有说什么，没有解说，他本身对他就是一种有功效了。他可能把他的情绪，他用颜色、用泼洒，他可能都已经有发泄。他能够愿意说很多，说得很清，那是非常好的。可是尤其对儿童，尤其对很创伤的，他不见得会这样。
Art therapists say the children's work is like a secret garden of their minds, exposing what they care for most. This applies to children everywhere. The children here do not have first-hand experience of war, but in this art class, they learn to empathize with those who are in such a desperate situation. 50 pieces in this exhibit are made by Taiwanese children. The pupils were told to do research on Ukraine, then draw what resonates.
My painting is a man. He is really scared about his future because he's lost all his loved ones, but he also is scared of the present because he's hearing noises of the war, he's hearing bombs dropping down. He's scared of what is going to happen to him. So he puts his two hands on his laps and he's thinking, what do I have left in my life? And he's really hopeless.
And many parents and with their children have to escape with no roofs over their heads and no stable source of income. So my painting is about family members having to split up and unwillingly go on their own ways.
Some children try to understand war through their own experiences.
When I got COVID, I realized the importance of freedom and how hopeless the children are. I wish the war ends soon.
The exhibition has been held in several countries, with children at each stop able to join this conversation about war and peace. This art relay is also an opportunity for adults to learn how the next generation comprehends war. Kamashi and Eugene Huang for TaiwanPlus.
With summer in full swing, tourists have been flocking to the sunny island of Xiaoliuqiu just off Taiwan's south coast. Canoeing and paddleboarding are some of the most popular activities, but the sports involve clunky equipment, and that's not making life easy for one of the island's more vulnerable inhabitants. James Chater explains.
They're Xiaoliuqiu's most famous inhabitants, and tens of thousands of tourists come to the island off Taiwan's southern coast every year to catch a glimpse of them. But now, researchers say canoes and paddleboards left on Xiaoliuqiu's beaches are obstructing sea turtles' nesting routes.
上海生蛋会尝试着去找一些适当的沙滩去做爬行，然后去做寻找，然后掘洞的一些动作。那如果晚上刚好有这些大家忘记收起来的东西，那可能会比如说海龟在爬的时候可能会撞到或者是卡住。
Sea turtles' mating season runs from May to September, the exact time summer peak season sees a surge in tourists to the holiday island. Researchers say any equipment left on beaches can impede both the turtles getting to the nesting zones, as well as baby turtles trying to get back to the water.
有跟这些业者去宣导，请他们注重生态保育。这些独木舟、SUP 等等的业者，他将在晚上非营业的时间，我们管理处要求他们，请他们吸回自己的店家，或者是远离利息龟会下卵的沙滩地。
Balancing conservation with the tourism on which Xiaoliuqiu relies has proved difficult in the past. A report published this year found coral in the island's diving zones had largely been destroyed. But conservationists hope businesses will now heed their warning and allow turtles a smoother slide along the island's beaches. Chris Marr and James Chater for TaiwanPlus.
The first koala raised by hand at Taipei Zoo is doing well. The joey named Bess is now 14 months old. At just 2.5 kilograms, Bess is lighter than other joeys her age, but her keepers say she's still growing and checkups show she's in great health. Her mother died of leukemia last November when little Bess was just 7 months old, and the zoo has been raising her ever since. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we leave you with images of over 6,500 people swimming 1.5 kilometers across Lake Zurich in Switzerland. The first lake crossing took place in 1985 and to date has recorded more than 132,000 participants. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care, and I'll see you next time.